Hey there. Let's get straight into something that might be holding you back in life right now. You know that feeling when you know exactly what you need to do, but somehow, you can't seem to get started? Or maybe you've been putting something off for days, weeks, or even months, and every time you think about it, you get that sinking feeling in your stomach. That's procrastination at work, and it's more than just a bad habit, it's an obstacle that can stop you from reaching your potential. We all have dreams and goals, things we want to achieve. But what happens when we keep pushing those things off for later? Eventually, later never comes, and we're left stuck in the same place, feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, and disappointed in ourselves. Sound familiar? I bet it does, because we've all been there. But here's the good news: you can break this cycle. You can stop procrastinating, take control of your time, and start moving forward toward the life you want. The key is understanding why procrastination happens in the first place and then taking simple, actionable steps to overcome it. Procrastination often feels like it's just a matter of laziness or lack of willpower, but it's deeper than that. In fact, procrastination is often a result of fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, or even fear of success. When we're afraid of the outcome, we avoid doing the work altogether. We distract ourselves with things that seem easier or more comfortable in the moment, but they only add to our stress later when we realize we haven't made any progress. So, how do we break free from this habit? The first step is acknowledging it. You can't fix something if you don't admit it's a problem. So, take a moment and be honest with yourself. Is procrastination holding you back? Is it keeping you from taking action on the things that matter most to you? If the answer is yes, then it's time to make a change. The next step is understanding the root cause of your procrastination. What are you avoiding, and why? Are you afraid of failing? Do you feel overwhelmed by the task at hand? Or are you simply unsure where to start? Once you know what's causing you to procrastinate, you can start to address it directly. A powerful way to overcome procrastination is by breaking tasks down into smaller, more manageable steps. One of the main reasons we procrastinate is because a task feels too big or too intimidating. But if you break it down into smaller, bite-sized pieces, it becomes much less overwhelming. For example, if you're working on a big project, start by identifying the first small step you can take. It could be as simple as outlining your plan or gathering the materials you need. By starting small, you build momentum, and once you've taken that first step, the next one becomes easier. Another key strategy is setting deadlines for yourself. It's easy to let things slide when there's no sense of urgency, but when you give yourself a deadline, it forces you to take action. This doesn't mean you have to set unrealistic, stressful deadlines for yourself. The goal is to create a sense of commitment and responsibility. You can even break your tasks into mini deadlines, so it feels more manageable. It's also important to eliminate distractions. When we're working on something important, it's easy to get sidetracked by our phones, social media, or other distractions. But every time you get distracted, it pulls you further away from your goal. So, make an effort to create a distraction-free environment when you're working on something important. Put your phone on silent, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and set aside specific times to check social media so you're not constantly tempted. Another thing that helps is focusing on your why. Why is this task important to you? Why do you want to achieve this goal? Sometimes, reminding yourself of the bigger picture can give you the motivation to push through the resistance and take action. When we connect to our deeper purpose and values, it makes the effort feel more worthwhile. It's also crucial to practice self-compassion when dealing with procrastination. Don't beat yourself up for putting things off in the past. Instead of focusing on the guilt, focus on what you can do right now to change your behavior. Be kind to yourself and recognize that breaking a habit takes time. Every small step you take toward overcoming procrastination is a victory, so celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. One effective strategy to tackle procrastination is the 2-minute rule. This rule is simple: if a task will take less than 2 minutes to complete, do it right away. By eliminating these quick tasks immediately, you free up mental space and prevent them from piling up into a bigger issue. This can also help build momentum and give you a sense of accomplishment, making it easier to tackle bigger tasks. It's also helpful to make your goals more specific. Vague goals are much harder to tackle because they don't give you clear direction. Instead of saying, "I need to exercise more," set a specific goal like, "I will go for a 30-minute walk every morning this week." The more specific and measurable your goals are, the easier it will be to take action. Another great strategy to break free from procrastination is to hold yourself accountable. This can be done in many ways, whether it's telling a friend about your goals, joining a group with similar interests, or even hiring a coach or mentor. Having someone to check in with can create a sense of accountability that makes it harder to put things off. Remember that progress is not always linear. There will be days when you feel on top of the world and days when you struggle to get anything done. That's normal, and it's okay. What matters is that you keep going. Don't let one bad day derail all your progress. Keep moving forward, and over time, you'll find that breaking free from procrastination becomes easier and more natural. One key to breaking procrastination is identifying when it's happening. Sometimes, we don't even realize that we're procrastinating until we're already deep into avoiding the task. To overcome this, make a habit of checking in with yourself. Notice when you're putting something off and ask yourself, "Why am I avoiding this? What am I feeling right now?" Once you're aware of your behavior, you can make conscious decisions to break the cycle. Setting intentions rather than goals can also help. Goals often feel like a destination, something we need to reach. But intentions are more about the process and mindset. When you set an intention, you're telling yourself that you're focused on the outcome, but you're also aware that the path will be filled with ups and downs. This mindset allows you to be more patient with yourself and less likely to procrastinate out of fear of not meeting a specific goal. Another method to overcome procrastination is through habit stacking. Habit stacking involves pairing a new habit with something you already do consistently. For example, if you want to make it a habit to read every day, stack that habit with something you already do regularly, like having your morning coffee. After a while, the new habit becomes just as automatic as the old one. By doing this with tasks that you tend to procrastinate on, you start to associate them with something already ingrained in your routine. It's also important to give yourself permission to fail. Many people procrastinate because they're afraid of making mistakes or not doing something perfectly. But failure isn't the end, it's part of the learning process. The more we make peace with the possibility of failure, the less we'll avoid doing the work. Accept that mistakes are part of the process and that each failure brings you one step closer to success. Building a support system can also help break the cycle of procrastination. Whether it's a friend, family member, or coworker, having someone to hold you accountable can make a big difference. Just knowing that someone is expecting you to show up and do the work can give you the motivation you need to stop procrastinating. Now, as we wrap this up, let's reflect on how much we can change by taking small, consistent actions. It all comes down to the choices we make every day. If you're tired of procrastinating, it's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions. There's no better time than now to break free from procrastination. Small steps, positive mindset shifts, and consistent habits can transform your life and help you reach your goals. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel. You can show your support by hitting that thumbs up button, and by subscribing, you'll stay updated on more content like this. Share this with your friends who might need a little push to overcome procrastination as well. And don't hesitate to comment below and let us know what steps you're taking to break free from procrastination. I'd love to hear about your progress and support you in any way I can. By subscribing, you're joining a group of like-minded individuals who are all working toward their personal growth. So hit that subscribe button and make sure you're notified whenever we post new content. This way, you'll never miss a chance to improve your habits and reach your potential. Also, don't forget to share this video with anyone who needs a little motivation to stop procrastinating. You might just be the one to inspire them to take action today. And if you're ready to break that habit, leave a comment telling us about the first step you'll take to stop procrastinating. I believe in your ability to make change, and with each new habit, you'll get closer to the success you deserve.